Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Skied into straightaway right. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
First baseman number 7.
So here's Joe Mauer. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. In his career, Mauer is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, this is the type of player that absolutely frustrates a pitching staff and frustrates a defense because you know the ball's getting put in play at all times.
A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Here's Brian Dozier now. He went deep in the contest last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Torres is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Fernando Romero, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. Grossman ranging back at the track, the wall, and that one is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
In now, Aaron Judge comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season. Base is empty here with nobody out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. you're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat, and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2 and 1. Now the 2-1. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it gets fouled. Bases are empty, 1 man out. So a full count now. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Line drive to left. Rosario is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fifth, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped weakly to the left. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Logan Morrison.
Designated hitter, Logan Morrison.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Eddie Rosario goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Robbie Grossman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Swing and a soft liner down the line in right, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball stays high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, back. Now in the box, number 18 is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Pulled toward right center field. Grossman moves over. 1 out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Tyler Austin looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Now the 2-0. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Third baseman.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Miguel Andujar, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Buxton sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Eduardo Escobar standing in. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Gregorius is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Into the box, Mitch Garver. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Hicks is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Twins strand a pair. They still trail. Now at the plate, Torres. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Second baseman, number 25.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Mauer has a play. 1 down. So with 1 away now, time for a check of the standings as you find out where the Twins find themselves in the AL Central picture. First offering on its way. Weak chopper up the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Morrison. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And the pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Hicks. 2 down. Here's Robbie Grossman. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Grossman, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The Dozier for one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. And that misses inside 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 18 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike two. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 is outside for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Garver, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 9th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding his own.
The 2-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins are standing in. Aaron Hicks. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Now at the plate, Tyler Austin hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he is in there.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. Got a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 61.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. No balls and 1 strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Comes set with the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Ground ball left side. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Rosario. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Ready once again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grossman is in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Byron Buxton now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0.
Two balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
First baseman number 7.
So here's Joe Mauer. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field, and Mauer's going to get himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Taken, strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Another 0-2 home. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy could...
Now Lomo turns on one and sends it to deep right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board. It's a sac fly and an RBI to make this a 3-1 game now.
Left fielder,
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is over, and that's the third out. Forced to settle for 1. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
the right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and here's the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch coming, here it is. Sliders in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Stanton, base runner at first with 1 out. And he misses 2-1. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hicks is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get fouled. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Runner goes for second. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Rosario is there, and he'll put it away to retire the.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 63.
Robbie Grossman will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Hit hard to third. Endujar fields it cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 18.
Riding in once again, number 18. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
0-1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Stanton. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away. Standing in now, Byron Buxton, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Joe Mauer scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed. I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
David Robertson brought in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here's Brian Dozier now. Sent toward first. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Here's Tyler Austin now. He came across the score after doubling in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Miguel Andujar. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. On the ground. And this is off the second base bag. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box, Torres. High and deep to straightaway right. Grossman going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Brett Gardner now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes Seth. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Here comes the 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He's in at second safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-1. Strike two swinging.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. 0-1 the count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-1 home. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Gardner on the move, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Capper up the line, but it's foul, strike 1. The 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready once again, number 18. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. Into the second deck and gone.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
In now, Gary Sanchez. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ground ball right into the shift. Escobar is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Line drive to center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Yankees do get. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 3. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Escobar on at first. Nobody out. Stanton's going to come over for a look, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Byron Buxton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
So we got him swinging. Byron Buxton retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A runner on first with 2 away. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's gone 2 for 5. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
0-1, here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. New York jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave